Welcome to your video instruction. On behalf of Advanced Flow Engineering, we thank you for your recent purchase. AFE is a manufacturer of high-performance air intakes, filters, exhaust systems, intake manifolds, intercoolers, and throttle body spacers. We not only provide high-quality products to our customers, but we also offer video instructions to ensure easy and correct installation steps are followed. For a complete list of our product line, please visit our website at www.afepower.com. Now, Mike will get you started with your installation.
Thanks, Jen. I think you guys are all going to be very pleased with your new AFE Power Stage 2 cold air intake. This is a great intake system that not only produces 18 max horsepower, but outflowed the factory intake by 77%. Let's do a quick inventory on your kit. It includes a washable and reusable conical air filter, a durable 16-gauge powder-coated heat shield, your intake adapter along with 3 rubber couplings, all of your stainless steel hose clamps, along with the M6 button head screws and wavy washers. Also, we have a heat-insulated molded plastic tube that replaces your stock intake track, and of course, your air filter cleaner and your air filter oil treatment. The tools required for this installation are a flathead screwdriver, a 10mm socket, ratchet, and extension. It also helps to have this 3/16 Allen head wrench. Today we'll be installing this kit on a 2006 Chevy Silverado. We recommend watching this video all the way through once, and then you can go back and review it, pausing when necessary. The first thing we're going to do here is disconnect the negative terminal from the battery. After that, we'll remove the 4 Phillips head screws that secure the top of the air box. Now we'll grab the MAF sensor, give it a bit of a squeeze here, and disconnect it. After that, we'll loosen the hose clamps on either side of the MAF sensor, and this will allow us to remove the top portion of the air box. And then we'll remove the MAF sensor by sliding this off here and carefully set this aside for later use. Now we'll grab the lower portion of the air box, which is typically secured with rubber grommets. We'll pop it up and lift it out. Remove the 4 10mm bolts that secure the airbox base to the chassis. We're going to save these bolts for later use, and then we'll take the airbox tray out of the vehicle. The next thing we're going to do is place the air filter adapter inside the housing, and we're going to secure the adapter with the M6 button head screws and the M6 wavy washers that are provided. We're going to tighten these down, making sure they're snug and secure. Now we want to identify the rubber coupling that will slide onto the air filter adapter on one side and snugly fit the MAF sensor on the other side. We'll put these in place with the hose clamps on, and we won't tighten these just yet. Next, we'll attach the rubber trim seal onto the top edge of the housing by sliding it into the groove and pushing it down. Now we're ready to install this housing back into the engine bay. We'll set this in place, making sure everything lines up properly. You remember the 10mm bolts that we set aside before. Now we're going to reuse those and attach the new housing to the chassis. If you're installing a Stage 1 kit, reconnect the factory tube to the MAF sensor at this time. After that, you can reconnect the MAF sensor by plugging it back in. Next, we're going to pre-treat your new intake filter using the AFE Power Spray oil treatment 360 degrees evenly over the surface of the filter. Be sure to wipe off any excess, and then we'll place the filter into the housing, slide it over the adapter, Make sure this is snug and evenly on. Lastly, we'll tighten all our hose clamps at every connection, making sure everything is tight. Recheck our electrical, making sure the MAF sensor is secure and your Stage 1 installation is complete. If you have the Stage 2 kit, on some models there's a plastic tab that you have to disconnect that secures the tube to the wiring harness. Then we'll loosen the hose clamps on both sides, including the MAF sensor side, and we're going to slide this off and remove it from the engine bay. Now we'll remove the existing rubber coupling and replace that with the straight rubber coupling with the hose clamps. Slide this onto the throttle body. On the other side, we'll take the reducing coupling with the hose clamps and slide that onto the MAF sensor. After that, we're ready to install our new air intake tube by positioning this and sliding both ends into our new couplings. At this point, you can reattach the MAF sensor by plugging it back in. Make sure you tighten all the hose clamps at every connection, making sure they're secure. You'll want to rotate your fan blade to make sure there's sufficient clearance between the intake tube and the fan, and then make sure you check all your connections to make sure they're secure and stable. Place the enclosed CARB EO sticker on a clean, smooth surface or near the intake system. EO identification label is required in passing the smog check inspection. And lastly, reconnect the negative battery terminal and your installation is complete. We hope this video has helped to simplify your installation. We thank you for your purchase and please visit our website for additional products.